Missing, a guy who we've much maligned. He's had some problems. Really has no way of getting out if he gets engaged on. We could see LNG get some leads early on.
Absolutely. It very much is going to be on LNG to drive the pace of this game pretty massively. We'll have to track to see if he's actually able to get right here into JDG's jungle to steal something away. Jun.
Yep, already looking for Haichao. Haichao flashed right into it. First blood for Shu.
Really any rotation going through at the moment. I think also on the side of the teleport for Photic, in this matchup where you're constantly getting poked out so much, it's very likely you're going to have to go recall more often.
Oh, here comes Scout, and Zhuo is stuck under this turret. There are so many minions that Photic is losing here. He's only level 4. Paze is going to shift forward and just choke this man out. Here comes Shun through the wall, slamming him up. Haichao trying to come in a 1v3 right now, looking for good damage onto Shun, but he gets caught. And he's got to flash out, but luckily Weiwei able to bail him out. But now Weiwei's in the middle of a 3v1. Zhuo can't do anything to help him. Weiwei goes down, stuns are there. Paze is low, he falls as Haichao really lasts a long time in this fight. One more auto attack, and he finds Missing. Will he be able to do anything to Scout? Not quite. And Scout, stunned, still alive, lives, gets the double, 3-0-1.
All 6.
I just don't think it's a possibility, Bloxer. There's too much vision for JDG. And one thing I really want to point out is LNG, you know, we mentioned, hey, they've got this pick comp, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, they haven't been able to action on it at all.
No.
And I think a lot of that has to do with Missing has yet to put himself in a bad spot. You know, obviously there was that fight up top where he ended up dying. He played that pretty well. Yep. But this is a guy who has been an exposable player so far.
Well, actually, in this game, it looked pretty good so far. I feel like JDG are about to run this back.
It's JDG found. Although, we're going to see Zhuo engage. Scout's going to look to ride the wall. Jun surviving for a long enough time, but not enough damage coming down on key targets. Why did they think they had the damage for this fight? Allah teleports in, but now he's on the wrong side of the tracks with Missing. Photic is going to land the root. Allah with the counter-strike, he's only going to be able to stun 1. And, all right, can he make the great escape? This would be absolutely incredible, but the arrow to the back takes him out. Yeah, and big shout-out to Weiwei there. As soon as he saw Scout, he's like, target acquired, right on top of him to disrupt him. Really need Talia to get their feet set in a fight. They've played these games before. Although on the bottom side, maybe LNG can make a play. Weiwei down here. Trying to go after Allah. Going to use his ultimate. Well timed there. Perfect plays on the bottom side. Haichao not able to survive, I don't think. This is going to be tough. Zhuo is trying to link up with him. Trying desperately, but he's tethered. Has to drop his ultimate. The wave is in. They're just waiting him out now. What a predict by Scout. Haichao, like I said, Jun shared the download with Scout. Perfect predict.
But I mean, he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. He was almost always going to die in that situation. The unfortunate thing is that's going to be first tower that ends up falling in favor of JDG.
Taken by JDG. This will present a problem later on. JDG, as long as they utilize their Herald properly, they'll be in good shape. LNG is on the way. They're looking to catch Missing. The very catchable Missing. And they did it. They got him done. The man is still on the wanted poster.
Keep him a little bit safe in these team fights, but still going to be pretty squishy. You don't want to be sat in the backline as that initial engage.
Rift Herald got used in the mid lane for JDG. This has allowed time for LNG to go take the Dragon, their second of the game. We did see Shun show his head up on the top side. We see a lot of pings going down on the top side. Shun is going to look to catch out Zhuo, and he's going to find Zika too. This could be problematic. Zhuo's got to go over the wall. He, much like Missing, has had a lot of problems, and he will fall. Scout flying through, looking to attack Zika here. He won't be able to get anything more.
So what's happening on the rest of the map right here for LNG? They've got to push onto the mid lane, and actually Photic is going to stay, try to pressure onto this tier 1 mid, and there's tier 2 pressure going down in the bottom side right now between Weiwei and Haichao. I don't know that they're actually going to be able to pick themselves up this full turret, but actually they're turning it into a little bit of a base race right now. JDG, they know they can keep pushing, We
saw this last game, but we saw it used by LGD, not to the greatest effect, but We'll lose the tier 2 in the bot lane, but no tier 2 in the mid lane that went down. Just the tier 1, I believe.
Around that one, I agree with that. I think it's so easy to throw around Atacun that it's often better to just sit and wait for a good play to happen before you go for it. Mid lane tier 1 actually is going to fall. Yeah, that last Grub's just about able to get it. It really is Grub's diff, and that does open things up. Obviously,
they're not going to help you out if they're not on top of you quite yet. Ping's going down, peeled back to the dragon. It's started up. Allah looking to back, but he does have teleport. LNG looking to wade their way in this river. 6,000 HP. Way over the wall, ready to go in. Down to about 4,000 as Haichao is up front. Misses the first charm, but has corralled himself in the pit. Allah had teleport in, is on the backside. Zico wants a way in, has his ultimate too. Down to about 3,000. It's a chess match here. Shun is stepping up. Wants to secure it, and it's secured by the Varus.
Oh, it's stolen.
And Shun whiffs his ultimate. This is LNG's time to shine. Way, target's missing. Haichao pushes forward. Zika's dashing in because his flash is back up, and JDG are falling apart. Shun's health bar getting low, but the backside, it's Scout. It's Allah who's healthy. He hops on Zika. Scout needs to try to catch up, but the counter-strike is not going to stun. It's a double kill for the Ambessa. Can LNG escape as Scout is on his surfboard riding around, forces the flash out of Haichao?
Oh, and they're still going to chase this one. Zika's actually stopped walking. They need to run away here. LNG, there's no tower to fall to.
Scout flashes over the wall looking for Haichao. Haichao catches the Ezreal ultimate. They're so low. Throw another rock at this glass house, and the seismic shove shut down for Allah.
Oh, and it looked so good for LNG until the point at which Paze just opens up the guns, is able to get so much damage down. Aaron at the moment. JDG, they've just straight up
take a look at the picture-in-picture here. Because we could see another steal potentially.
Another steal.
Fodik is nearby. We see Juni's taking the blast plane over the wall. Teleport coming in for Zika here. Haichao, he's got to hoof it over. We see Jax over the wall, at least trying to stop the Varus. Here we go. Vi's getting into the pit, but it is suppressed. The smite is secured, and LNG are falling to pieces. Allah gets to the back line with the counter-strike. He won't even die. He goes golden, baby. And here comes the Weaver's Wall. Scout will find Fodik, but he'll get caught up in Ambessa ultimate, but he goes golden too. And LNG are just unable to do anything here. JDG finally able to crack the resolve of LNG. The inhibitor is falling and blocks her. I think this game may just be over.
Yeah, this should be the end right here. 27 minutes into the game. Zika gonna do what he can. There are respawning members. Zhu back up. 13 seconds on Weiwei. But it's just not going to be enough. Zika gonna fall.
What are you doing?
He wants to get extra stats right here. And there it is. JDG. They're going to be able to step past LNG.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.